Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Jason of New Age Revolution Cave. Sunday. It is Sunday. It is the Power Hour, the official Power Hour. Yesterday was kind of a impromptu Power Hour. We've got questions from my man Jason McClintock. We're wrapping up Lisa E's questions, and we've got Jackson Wells' question. And then we need more questions, folks. Send your questions to TN80sR questions@gmail.com. JasonNup76@gmail.com. Hit me up on the Facebook Messenger, as all the kids say. Let's do that. Right? Bussin' on the Facebook Messenger. All right. Then I'm going to spin the camera around here and show you a little room renovation that I did. Folks, we're running out of room, and I don't like it. I don't like that we're running out of room. I have been selling some stuff lately. The eBay store, the eBay page, whatever. I think it's the New 80s Revolution on eBay. I'm selling the Ric Flair robe, the one I wore to meet Ric Flair. That's just been sitting folded up in a closet for years. So I'm going to toss that up on the eBay. It's already up there. And sadly, I think I'm selling off Liam's AEW wrestling figure collection. I don't think I'm ready to sell off Finley's yet, just in case he comes around to the bright side and starts to play with figures. But Liam has a couple of, probably $1,000 plus of figures and real scale ring, and I'm just gonna list them up on eBay. I've already listed Luchasaurus. I didn't want to go crazy and list them all. I just wanted to, whatever. So let's do the Power Hour, where you ask the questions. You are part of the show. Hard-hitting questions, softball questions, whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'll answer them all, uncensored, not holding anything back. Jason McClintock says, what do I think of Reproduction toys? That's actually a great question. I don't like them. I don't like them, and I don't collect them, and I won't collect them. I never like, this is very strange of me, but I don't like anything of the 80s that's produced today. All right, I did like the movie 8-Bit Christmas, kind of, but there were parts of it that sort of punched me in the gut a little bit, rubbed me the wrong way. I watched the Goldbergs for a couple of seasons, and then I stopped watching the Goldbergs because I wanted to be Adam Goldberg, and I was upset that I didn't record my whole life on camera and make millions off of a TV show, right? So I didn't watch the Goldbergs. Remember the Netflix series, The Toys That Made Us? Everybody thought that I would be all over that. I hated it. I didn't want to watch it. I don't like nostalgia today, right? So, you would think that I'd have a room full of the He-Man re-releases, the G.I. Joe re-releases, the Ghostbusters re-releases, the Transformers, the Turtles. Why are there so many re-releases? Because we were better. We were better. You'd think that I would be all over those, excited to see them out in stores. I'm not, because it just reminds me of a better time when, toy stores like Toys R Us were full of those products, instead of Target having, a handful of each, with hairy old men like me standing there first thing in the morning trying to scalp them all up. Whenever, Mattel or when Mattel does the Legends figures, you'd think I'd be all over those. I'm not. I don't like them. I don't like to see that stuff. Right? If movies started coming out on VHS again, I wouldn't buy them. Somebody on Facebook, one of those stupid scam Facebook ads, made a VCR, a Bluetooth VCR or whatever. I couldn't care less about it. So I don't like nostalgia trying to come back. So I don't like reproduction toys. I don't like them. It makes me sad. It makes me wish that it was that time again. But again, it says a lot. It says so much that, how many repro toys are from the 70s? right? How many times did you walk into a Toys R Us and see some famous 1970s toy line re-released? You didn't. You didn't. How many 90s toys are being re-released? They're not. 80s toys are being re-released. Why? Partly because of people like me. There's a bigger 70s toy collectors, 90s toy collectors, they have their subcategory, but 80s toy collectors are dominating the scene. So you're going to see 80s toys reproductions. But I don't do them. I don't do it. Those reaction figures, I think, they're cereal toys. They're cereal box premiums. That's all they are. They're McDonald's toys. I don't know why people spend $20 on the reaction toys. I hate them. I hate those reaction toys. If that's the right company, the little 3 and 3/4 inch figures that have like no articulation. I have some Karate Kid ones that somebody gave me as a gift. I have some Karate Kid reaction figures. I have a couple Jason. Is it react? Yeah, it's reaction. I have some Jason Voorhees ones, again, Christmas presents, but so yeah, I don't like them. There you go. I don't like them. Jackson Wells is a big fan of British sleuth television series Father Brown. He records them weekly on PBS. Like I'm 80, he says. Basically, he's asking, did I watch Father Brown or any other British sleuth television? And if I didn't, who would I have watched it with if I did? So I didn't. I've never really watched any British television at all. The children's mother is a big Acorn fan, the British. She watches a lot of British stuff. I don't watch any British television. There's some, the Hugh Grant movies I enjoyed, Notting Hill and About a Boy, and the Christmas one, I forget what it's called. Love Actually. I did like those once upon a time. I don't like romantic comedies anymore. So no, I haven't watched that. If I did, I'm sure that I would have watched them with my grandmother, not my grandfather. My grandfather would have nothing to do with British TV, I'm sure. My grandmother was all into Princess Diana and would read autobiographies and then unofficial autobiographies and stuff. So she would probably watch it. But yeah, I haven't seen it. Lisa E closing out her question. So Jackson's gone. Lisa is going to wrap up. We still have Perry, Rad Zone. The Rad Zone asked a bunch of cool questions about 5 senses of the 80s: sight, smell, touch, hear, and what's the other one? Sound. But I got to think about that. I got to think. So that'll be one of the last ones. We need more questions, folks. All right, Lisa E, let's wrap her up. She's been a big provider to the channel. She says, if you could book a flight to Fantasy Island, what would your fantasy be? I don't know. Having just come back from Orlando, I don't want to go anywhere. I really don't. Fantasy Island? Jeez. I don't know. It's hard to say. Just like what my dream vacation would look like. Boy, I'll tell you, and I've answered this similar thing before. As I get older, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I'm turning into a big old man, big baby who doesn't want to go anywhere. My dream vacation, if I'm not going anywhere, as we've established, so like a dream time off from work would be getting paid the whole time, right? I don't get paid as a self-employed person. So we got to add that. If I'm going to go on vacation, I want to get paid. But a dream vacation, time off from work, I guess, how would I spend it? Sadly, I'd want to spend it alone. And I know that sounds awful. And, the children don't watch my shows anymore anyway. but they all can go. You know, their mother, them, the two of them can just pack it up, go stay at their grandfather's for a week. Maybe even take the dogs. I don't want to feed dogs either. And I would just like watch movies, make videos with you guys, play Nintendo. That's about it. I might go see a movie by myself at the drive-in, not a real theater. That's absurd. Why would I go to a real theater with people talking and cell phones and people getting slashed in the face with a box cutter? It happens. I'm pouty today. I'm angry today. I don't know why. No reason. Liam and I bowled this morning. We kicked all kinds of butt. I bowled a 278. We're in first place. Solid. I don't know why I'm angry. I have no reason to be. Maybe I'm in a mood. So yeah, I think my fantasy vacation would just be a week off from everybody. Just banging out movies down here, or banging out videos, laying out on my couch watching 1930s movies with Humphrey Bogart and James Cagney on the Zenith System 3. Maybe having a couple of LJN matches. Again, playing Nintendo, trying to bust up Super Mario 3. That kind of thing, honestly. All right. Oh, who would you take with you? I just answered that. Maybe you. You want to come over and just hang out and don't, like, just sit here with me, you know? You can. You can come. She says, toilet paper under or over? Oh, that's, look, I'm sorry, and I'll say it right now. And if this eliminates people from the channel, if this just makes people go away, and if I get canceled for this, it's fine. I'm gonna accept it. Then this is where it ends. This is where the YouTube channel ends. If you put your toilet paper on a roll under, you gotta go. All right. If you don't care and it just goes wherever your hand direction is and you don't care, then that's an excuse. That's fine. But if you're purposely putting it under, where you have to pull it this way instead of this way, then I don't want you part of the channel. I just don't. I don't think that there's room for you. Over, of course. Absolutely over. It might be a gender thing. Because I do believe, I've seen this a few times. For some reason, women wrap toilet paper around their hands like a toilet paper mitten, and then they clean up. Yeah, that just happened on the channel. They wrap it. So maybe going under for them is easier to wrap around their hand, right? I don't wrap. I just pull down, cut it off, ba-ba. So maybe females have to do it, because I think predominantly females put the toilet paper on under, I think. I haven't had a lot of research done, not a lot of experience living with different females who, change the toilet paper roll. So maybe you guys have reasons for that, but predominantly over, 100% over. I'm sorry. We're not censored here on the channel. I'm not holding back. This is the Power Hour. You want to know how I feel? I just told you how I feel. Hard to do that with a straight face. Lisa E says, what kind of music do you listen to? What influenced your preference? Do you have a favorite artist or band? That's a tough one. As far as what kind of music do I listen to today? Nothing. I've never really been, as an adult, I've never been a music fan. I don't care about music. This is just like a cool, dad 80s t-shirt. Don't get all excited. I don't care about Kiss. I don't care about music. I don't. I know like music for some people is like therapeutic, and it's, you see people always with headphones, a lot of young people with headphones, and they're just constantly listening to music. I don't care. I don't care about music. In the car, so I don't listen to any music at home at all. There's no record player. There's no stereo. There's no music. In the car for a long time, I had satellite. And I would just listen to Howard Stern. And then I would listen to like the 80s channel. And then that's it. That's it. So, but do I listen to 80s music predominantly? No, I don't listen to any music. And now I don't even have satellite anymore. So right now, Christmas music's playing in the car. And my office is 2 minutes from here. So I don't even listen to music in the car. Now, in the past, I went through probably 2 stages. I went through the rapper stage, and then I went through the hard rock stage, the grunge stage. So can I sing or can I rap all of Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album? Absolutely. From start to finish, I can do every single song. Every single song, start to finish. Every one. Dr. Dre, The Chronic. I liked this group called Grave Diggers. Remember Grave Diggers in the 90s? I liked when I was in high school, I liked Bobby Brown and Milli Vanilli and like the female, Salt and Pepper and stuff like that. I liked those guys. But 90s rap is pretty great. Eminem, I still listen to, if the mood hits, some of the newer stuff. I don't like the, hi, my name is what? I think that's stupid. It's cartoony. I like his like more mature stuff from nowadays. The song he did with Rihanna, Monster, is pretty good. Berserk is pretty good. Rap God and all of his newer stuff I like. Then I shifted into, I still loved that, and then I shifted into, like, I don't even know what it's called now. Heavy metal. Is it called heavy metal? But at some point I was a huge, and I still am. It's a different now, but I was a huge Korn fan. I just loved Korn so much. I mean, I would always I would get the Adidas jumpsuits. This is back when I'm working in the mall. I'm working at like Finish Line. So I'd get the Adidas jumpsuits. I was that guy, walking around with the Adidas clothes. I still do. And then like Limp Bizkit came on the scene and they would tour together. And then I liked Marilyn Manson a lot. Rob Zombie, let me fix that, sorry. Rob Zombie's cool. But Korn was where it was at for me. Loved it. Jonathan, now I just love Jonathan Davis. I just think that he's like that's the one person in the world that I would love to do a meet and greet over. Hogan and Flair, and there's not an actor, there's not a wrestler in the world that I wouldn't want to do a meet and greet over more than Jonathan Davis of Korn. I'm just such a fan of his. It's kind of a weird thing I have going on with him. I just love him. And I love women singers. I love girl music, girl singers. Jewel. I love Jewel so much. But that's 90s stuff. I love like the Lilith Fair. Remember Lilith Fair? All the women would Tracy Chapman and I don't know, Tori Amos and Ani DeFranco and Joan Osborne. I loved all of that. Still do. I could play that all day. I like 90s alternative. I like Green Day. I like bands like that. They all sound the same, right? You don't know who is singing what because they all have the same sound. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Do you enjoy cooking, or is it just a chore? No, it's not a chore. I like to cook. Between you and I think I'm the better cook of the household. In fact, today I just got back from grocery store. I'm making greens and beans today. No pasta for me because gluten-free pasta is horrible. I might have rice noodles though. But yeah, I like to cook. I really do. It's not a chore. I like it. It's probably not a chore because I don't have to do it 3 times a day, 7 days a week. And I would probably think it was a chore at that point, but I like to cook. 6, she says, on average, how many gifts do you get for each of your sons for birthdays and holidays? Does how you were raised have anything to do with your current holiday traditions? What other holiday traditions do you have? Lots of questions there. Too much. How many do they get? They get too much. They get too much. I don't know. Hang on a sec. I'll tell you. Because again, the kids aren't watching this. I mean, for Christmas, they average about 40 presents apiece. I mean, that's embarrassing to say, but yeah, you know. And I have to get an exact number because there'll be one kid who's like, "Where's my last one?" I created that. You know, they don't get 40 presents each for their birthday, but they get you know, a good chunk of presents for their birthdays. I don't know, 15 presents maybe. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous because, as I said earlier at the beginning of the show, I'm potentially selling off Liam's AEW figures. And there was a point in time when these kids were born that I said, I'm going to need a storage unit for their toys because I'm never going to throw out their toys because these are going to be toy kids. They're going to love all the Reproduction 80s toys. They're going to find an action figure line that they love. They're going to love the Marvel figures, and I'm never getting rid of those because, you know, 20 years from now, Liam's going to want to start his own, you know, room of toys. No, that died. We have a lot of their baby stuff still saved. A lot of their kind of like some special stuff. We have that in totes in this little storage area, but I you know, they don't need 40 presents for Christmas. And I'm sweating this Christmas too because a lot of the presents are smaller in size, so they don't look like that under the tree. They look like that. And so I'm like, yeah, there's 40, but they're smaller. So the room doesn't look like it exploded. That's such a negative thing. Because I've created greed, I think. I've created expectations in these children. And I think I've created a lack of appreciation. I don't know if it'll be different when they're older and they look back and they're like, you know, my 2 sons take me out to dinner one night and they're like, Dad, you know, you gave us the best life ever. You loved us. You were affectionate with us. And you gave us stuff. And you taught us stuff. If they say that, then I can die happy. But I don't know how they feel. So I don't know. You know, neither one of them is like knowledgeable enough or mature enough to say that. So I don't even know if they feel that way. Does how you were raised have anything to do with your current holiday traditions? Oh yeah, sure. I mean, the food is changing a little bit, but I still have some of the foods. Christmas Eve is a very important night of the year. Always has been. Christmas Eve to me is more important than Christmas Day. So a lot of the traditions that I had with my grandparents as a kid, the Christmas countdown, which we actually didn't do this year because we did a vacation countdown. The Christmas countdown is just a drawing of a tree with the bulbs. You have to color in the bulbs for each day. It's like the Santa's beard thing, you know, where you put the cotton. I've been doing those since I was 10, and I started them with my kids. And we didn't do it this year, but I'm okay with that because we did the vacation one. We'll do it next year. I have them all under this couch. I have them all saved. Look at this. I bet you didn't think that there's the Christmas countdown 2016, right? I have them all. I'm not kidding you. So I've saved like all of them. I've put them under this big old couch. So that has been a tradition of mine since I was a kid. Sneaking downstairs at 3:00 in the morning on Christmas morning with Liam has been a bit of a tradition. His mother squashed it last year and was really upset with both of us on Christmas morning, which is kind of unforgivable. But I'm not even going to dwell on that. But yeah, that stuff. The amount of gifts, I mean, I never got 40 presents on Christmas morning, I can tell you that. But I think my grandparents gave me everything I wanted. Not everything I wanted, like, ooh, give me that. Sorry about that. My phone actually ran out of storage. How does that happen? How does it? Because I don't have iCloud enabled, because I don't know what the cloud is, folks. I don't know what the cloud is. God. So what I was saying was, my grandparents didn't get me everything, but they got me everything I wanted, kind of deal. So I think they influenced my desire to give to my children, but I've always had that. I have always had, ever since Liam was born, I have given to him. When Finley was born, I gave to him. Finley, I know you always hear me talk about Liam. I don't talk about Finley that much. First of all, Finley has always been way older than he is. And he doesn't have friends in his own age group. He's friends with Liam's friends. And they like him, and they're all friends to a degree. I mean, Liam's treats him like crap, but Finley has not been a kid. He did not, like, he liked tractors. I remember he never really had, he liked toy trucks. He never really had, I don't know. It's like he never had toys that he cared about. He's just, he's just very mature and very old for his age. And he's a bigger kid, and he just owns himself. He's more into music. He's an interesting kid. But I've been giving both of them everything they want. We have a drum set. We have an acoustic drum set, and it's a fine drum set. Finley wanted an electronic drum set a couple years ago for Christmas, last year, I think. Sure. After vacation, after Christmas was spent, I go to Guitar Center and I buy a $1,200 drum set for him. And he doesn't play it. He prefers the acoustic one, obviously. But I just give. And again, like I said, I don't know if that's creating a problem or appreciation and then repeat. I don't know. All right. Sorry about it. I got to fix the phone here. I got to fix the storage on the phone. I gotta connect to Wi-Fi and do this iCloud thing. So Lisa E has another. She did ask what my highest bowling score was. It's a 300. Yes, thank you very much. 278 today, by the way. She also asked me how I deal with grief and loss of a loved one. So I'm going to answer that one separately. I'm going to answer that on another episode. So that's it. That's the interrupted power hour. Sorry about that. Sorry about all the phone stuff. But I got a ton of vacation photos and a ton of vacation videos. I have to clear off this phone. I'm actually running out of storage, but I pay for the cloud every month, but I don't use it. Anyway, a lot to think about with the with Lisa's questions, the gifts, and what am I creating with these children. But anyway, that's the Power Hour. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow, Monday, with LJN Revisited. We're up to, who are we doing? We're doing the British Bulldogs tomorrow, and that's a special one. But as we go through that shelf, there's going to be, we're not done with LJNs. After these are done, I'm going to bring back something once a week that you all love. Is it 4 little letters? Is it 4 little letters that have to do with LJNs? That's all I'm going to tell you. We'll see you next time. Good night now.